Can I tell you the story of how I was like the biggest fucking like loser, like fucking like simp, not actually simp, but
Before simps were simps.
I wasn't even really a simp. I was just like I was such a nice guy. Like I'll tell you my nice guy story.
Oh god, I'm getting my cringing ready.
Dude, prepare the cringe. Okay, so like, and this is why I have so much sympathy for people who like, you know, like the people who like really fucking like, you know, make you want to cringe off the face of the earth. Like, like I get what it's like when you don't have the experience, you know, and I've always tried to be in touch with that, so that like, yeah, it's cringy, but I get it, man. It's just, like, you know, there's no classes for dealing with this shit, you know.
Right.
Like, you just have to
How to talk to girls.
how to talk to girls, how to deal with rejection. Like, there's no class. You just have to.
Yeah.
You have to have it happen to you, and then you have to fucking, you know, listen to fucking depressing music and you know, go through that phase or whatever.
Listen
but
to like Fall Out Boy or whatever.
I was gonna say Elliott Smith, but I think we grew up with very different.
Yeah.
We both like metal, but I think we grew up with like different music.
When I was in high school, like the girls that I liked always listened to like those kind of bands, like Fall Out Boy and like who else? Like My Chemical Romance and like Panic at the Disco and stuff. So like I would always associate those bands with like me feeling bad because I just associate that with me getting denied. You know?
Shit!
Like my thing is like I would always just hit on girls like way out of my league. You know what I mean?
Damn, really?
Like I mean,
is this the store? No, that's the one I came.
No, that's the one you came through. Yeah. Like I would always just be like, oh, like the most popular girl in school, like hell yeah, like I got this, you know. And just I don't know, like it, you know. I'm trying to like think back to like if it ever actually worked. I mean, I wouldn't say like, you know, the most popular girl in school, but like, you know, I managed to definitely like be able to date a girl or two that was like way out of my league, so. I guess that could be the inspiration, like, to, you know, to anybody listening, like, just freaking shoot for the stars, man.
Yeah, but then you can get rejected, and then you get sad, Jack. I don't want to be sad.
I always like, in high school, I'd always try and, like, date girls that are older than me. It's like, I don't don't know why. I thought that was, like, an angle that I could play, I think. Like, I'm just like, hey, I'm younger, but, like, you know, look, I can be cool.
You can step on me if you're into that.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
There's a save point here too if you want to hit that up.
It's over here. I think I remember, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I dated a girl, my sophomore year, who was in my class, and then we broke up at the end of the year, and then the next year I dated a sophomore, like a year under me when I was a junior. And we broke up at the end of the year. And then my senior year, I dated a sophomore. So
Damn.
There was a joke that they were like, man, Jules just keeps getting older and the girls stay the same age.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I'm like, dude, there's only so long that this trend can go
okay.
until...
Yeah, it's about one more year.
Yeah, and that was it. And then I was done. And then I
Yeah.
actually dated somebody older than me after that. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, dude. I liked dating. I've dated like I think 2 or 3 girls that were older than me, and I don't know. I always thought that was cool because like I just like being able to be like, hey, like you know, I can keep up. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it was also like I think in the back of my mind, I never wanted to feel like I'm like I know something that you know like I have like life experience that the other girl doesn't have. You know, like that always just felt a little. Like, I mean, again, it's life experience isn't determined by age, but like, I liked feeling like I was the one who was like, that had to step it up. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a challenge. I was just like, you know, I have to be like more mature and be like, you know, as cool as this girl is, you know? So, yeah. For somehow that actually worked. I don't think that's a common thing, but.
Yeah, I feel like more often you have a girl being younger.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, it's also like it definitely comes in handy when you know, in high school at least, you know, when it's like literally the jungle. It's like you know it helps to be like a you know a super badass tough older guy that you know can you know help her like deal with other guys and stuff. You know,
yeah.
Because we all know guys in high school are not the coolest.
How could you say that? You're right, but also, how could you say that?
Because I lived it, man.
I was that guy.
No,
I'll protect you from guys like me.
Like I was saying, man, like
who better than me?
Dude, like I was saying, when I was dating older girls, like that was the drawback, was like you'd have like all these like freaking like super like alpha just like dudes with like badass cars, and I like don't even have my license yet, you know, and I'm just like what do I even like, what do I do, you know?
Yo, you like death metal?
Dude, that's kind of like low key what I would do. I would just be like, if I could just be cool for these guys too, like it's like I don't even have to like fight them, you know?
Right.
Because Lord knows I would get swatted like a fly, you know? So yeah, high school is really stupid. And if you're in high school right now, just know that you're
also stupid.
No, just if you
compared to me, who is not in high school, you're very stupid. Wait, what do I do for this?
You see on the left, you got a little ball hole right there. Now you got the bombs.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, like for me, it's like, no, I was gonna say it's like if you're a viewer right now and you're in high school and you're thinking to yourself like, high school is really stupid, just know that you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And life gets way cooler after high school.
If you're in high school and you think you know everything, you're also very right.
Wait, you're right if you know everything?
Yeah. Well, like every high schooler thinks they have the fucking whole world situated. And you know what? Everyone tells you you're wrong, but you know, I'm going to be the one who's like, nah, you're right. Dude, go out there, be the fucking president, man.
Yes. Totally.
I mean, it just whatever gets you out in the world and makes stupid mistakes to make you realize you don't know anything faster. Just, you know, you fucking got this shit. I guess I don't. Oh, you know what? I know more than you.
Yeah.
Which doesn't include I need to use a missile to open that door. You didn't know that either. And if you said you did, then you're also probably right. And that's fine.
Yeah. Ooh. You got the spider ball thing there.
Spider ball.
Yeah, you don't have that one yet. But there is a little window thing right there.
Over
that you can perhaps start blasting.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So anyway. Maximum missile, sick. Where are my missiles? Is that the 62? No.
It's also like, it's so funny because we were just watching like Mean Girls and stuff. So I'm just thinking all about like, it was such a nostalgia trip back to high school, man.
Yeah, because that was like kind of I feel like that was just before our high school, maybe. Like, when did that movie come out?
I don't even know. I think we were younger. Like, yeah, because Lindsay Lohan's like older than us. Like I think she's like maybe 3 or 4 years older than us.
Yeah, but she probably played somebody younger, you know?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
She wasn't like 16 in that movie.
Well,
I hope they weren't fucking 16 in that movie.
But she looked like, 20 or something like that. So that would mean that we were like maybe just about in high school, like maybe like freshmen or something.
All right, so that's Spider Ball time for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, but that was a fun movie to watch again because it was just like reliving high school, man. I don't know. I have so much like, there's times where I look back at high school and I just cringe and I'm like, that was like the worst period of my life. But then there's also times where I'm just like, there were some good times in high school. Like I have some fond memories and stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, I loved high school. I didn't have a shitty high school for the most part. Like I had a good one.
That's cool.
Middle school was the fucking. I didn't tell my story. I gotta.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a girl. So I went to for middle school. I went to like a private school that was it was like 12 through or 6 through 12. So it was a lot of grades, but it like there wasn't a lot of people there because it was like a private school. So there was like maybe like 10 kids in my whole 6th grade class. It was like really tiny. So like we all had every class together.
That sounds hard. That sounds kind of yikes. Is that cool or is that bad?
I mean, it was fine. Like we all got to know each other pretty well,
Yeah.
But there was this one girl that I really fucking liked, and like I was like fucking obsessed. And I didn't get the balls to ask her out until like 8th grade. So I was just fucking like creepily like obsessed with this girl for like 2 years, mostly because like I didn't want to like fucking get rejected and then like okay, now what do I do? Like now I'm just like turbo creepy.
Yeah.
So like I was just like it's easier if I just fucking have a crush on her and I don't do anything about it, which is obviously so stupid. But
no, I mean that's a strat, man. I mean, you don't want to be creepy, like that's, you know. Also, totally off topic, but you can head to like Magmore Cabins.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Sick.
I think I'm just going back to the other elevator because I don't know how else to get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's like, dude, there's definitely yeah, I mean, dude, yeah, you don't want to be creepy, man. You know, if you say hi and she doesn't care, it's like it's over.
Yeah,
you know?
and then when you do, yeah. So I was just like, I mean, and obviously it ended up me being more creepy because I was just like, I like her, but I don't want to tell anybody, so I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And then like I just dealt with that. I just carried that burden forever. And then finally, like,
the curse.
I don't know, like 8th grade, I was starting to gain a little bit more like confidence or whatever. So I was talking to my friend. I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I've had a crush on this girl forever, and like he's like, yeah, bro, you should totally like ask her out, bro. Like, it'll be great, bro. You should do it. I'm gonna hook you up. Like, I'm gonna fucking put in a good word for you and shit like that. And I was like, oh shit, like cool.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then, so then like, you know, a few days later, he comes up to me and he's just like, oh man, dude, I'm so sorry, but she said no, man. She's not interested in you, man. I'm really sorry, man. Like,
rip.
And yeah, so that's where it should have ended. But me being like inexperienced and stupid, like, decided that that wasn't good enough. That wasn't a good enough answer to like. I needed to hear it from her.
Right.
So then I was still like, oh, is this a thing?
Yeah.
Is this a thing? It's not valid. Like clearly, like she was just like, she thought like from her point of view, like, okay, it was done. You know, like she said no and it was over.
To me, it sounded like you were saying that you needed to hear it from her because you weren't sure if your friend was like telling the truth or whatever.
I mean, I knew he was telling the truth, but like I didn't want it to be over. You know, like I didn't want to have to move on. So it's like, no,
yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was a total fucking simp time, but mostly it's just like, I don't know.
I
don't even know what that is.
That's not
it's
being,
just like,
dude. That's just called.
That's just being a loser.
No, dude, that's just called the process, man. Everybody's goes through that, and then you learn that you just, you know, it's not. I wouldn't say it's you know, if you do that once, then you learn, and then you don't do that again.
Hopefully, not.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, I think the problem with you know, the way it is like, you know, I think a lot of guys out there feel that they need to, it's like a game of cat and mouse, you know what I mean? And they're just like, oh, she says no, that's just like a test. And
yeah, well,
you know, I have to show her that I really I really, like, I'm not willing to take no for an answer.
Oh
and
my God,
you
yeah.
know,
That's not like, and I'm sure that's what it probably looked like too. Like, I was probably just like not taking no for an answer and just making shit harder than it needed to be. But I was just like, fuck, like I was all fucked up. It was like, dude,
yeah,
I had a fucking crush on this girl for like ever, and then like now it's over, you know. And that's like exactly what I was like afraid of.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, that's just how it is, man. It's like, it's.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
It's just how it be.
Well, dude,
yeah,
like,
you're right,
bro. It's better to think of, in my opinion, it's better to think of it that way than to think that there's like a chance still, because I feel like that's more poisonous to your mind.
Absolutely.
Than to just be like, man, that sucks. Like, rip. All right, you know.
Yeah, it's
some call it giving up, but I just call it moving on. You know.
Yeah. Well, it definitely feels like giving up when you're in the moment, but you look back at it like, oh wow, I really needed to like I missed out on probably so many other opportunities because I was so like hung up on this one thing, and I was too like,
yeah,
I don't know, not proud, but
yeah. Well, and also it's like you're saying your school was like so small that it's like I would imagine that there was an element of feeling like it's like I don't even have any other options, man.
Right?
Like,
yeah, definitely.
You know, whereas like of course
it's either this or I die poor and lonely.
Yeah.
like,
and of course when you're older, it's just like, you know, there's so many, you know, cool people out there. It's like,
well, that's the thing too, is like the scope of your life is like, it's insane. Like it definitely feels like, this is gonna be the nerdiest fucking metaphor of all time, but like when you leave like high school, even like when you go from middle school to high school, it feels like the whole fucking world opened, and like you were just like, man, I was such an idiot in middle school. Like there's so much to the world now that I'm in high school.
Yeah.
But like
so mature now.
But no, like school really is like the tutorial of life. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because it's a shitty fucking tutorial, but
I think in some ways it's one of the hardest parts of life.
oh, easily. But I mean, sometimes the tutorial, like the beginning of a video game, is the hardest part of the video game, and then
Yeah.
you get good, and then you just blast through it.
It's like Metroid, man. Like, you know, you start the game with no energy tanks, and then
damn,
you're like,
yeah, bro.
and then like you get one shot and you're done. But like
So
later in
deep.
the game, you have more armor, dude. You have more E tanks. You can take that. You can take those hits. You know.
Yeah, and you get harder bosses like fucking taxes and jury duty and,
And
shit.
giant dragons and shit.
Yeah,
I've seen those before.
have you?
Oh yeah. So let's see if you. This guy took. I hate how fast you did that. God damn it. Dude, when I played this game, I legitimately never went this way because I'm like, I just can't, you can't blast him. I can't, you know.